Music Room, a podcast for listeners interested in taking a deep dive into the lives of the creative people, the industry machine, and the politics that influence today's music. And I'm your host, Elisha Atlas Paris. Today is February 29th, and it's officially the last day of the shortest month designated by the U.S. government to recognize the significant contributions of Black Americans to the country. Of course, we know Black American history is American history, but much of it, especially in recent years, has either been whitewashed or erased. So we take advantage of this time to remind the nation both of the countless contributions of and the atrocities to the Black diaspora here in America. At the risk of being told by a section of my viewership and listenership to shut up and play the piano and just talk about music, I want to take a little time today in this episode of TMR to share a few of the impactful Black history inspired events that I had the opportunity to just be present in over the last few days. I also want to share a couple songs from my catalog of music. One is an original instrumental piece born out of the need to say something about the brutality unarmed Black Americans face at the hands of police using my instrument. The other is a whimsical cover of James Weldon Johnson's Lift Every Voice. So if you don't want to hear Blackity Black talk today, here's your chance to eject from this episode. My Black History Event Week began with grace. And when I say grace, I mean the grace and the power of the Black woman. Thursday at the Museum of Science and History, better known as Mosh in Jacksonville, there was a new exhibit. The exhibit was called Illuminate, featuring Black women in STEM. As you know, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It was powerful to see Dr. Mallory Whitley, Dr. Tiana Watkins, Dr. Wendy Norfleet, Dr. Candace Kennedy, Shanti Green, Monique Thompson, Katrina Joseph, Dr. Kaya Mitchell, see them recognized for the work they do in STEM. There were many young girls who participated in the celebration of these women. There was a violinist and a little rap group, and the young girls presented each of these women who were being recognized. It was powerful to see. I was inspired, and I was happy to be in the room. I think I was like the three disciples of Jesus. It's just good to be here. I had the wonderful opportunity to count myself present at the Edward Waters University President's Distinguished Speakers Series. It's a long title, but it's an excellent series. And last night's event featured journalist, author, and activist Ta-Nehisi Coates. He's written about cultural, social, and political issues, particularly regarding white supremacy and African Americans. I've had the joy of reading his number one New York Times bestseller, Between the World and I. So I was really amped about the opportunity to hear him speak last night. Let me tell you something. He did not disappoint. He was excellent. His speech delivery is just as potent as his pen. The auditorium was packed, and the audience, which was populated with both white and black folk, was fully engaged as Ta-Nehisi talked about the black experience in America. I left inspired and with his book, The Water Dancer. Man, wow. Just wow. So I ended my Black History event week today at an African American entrepreneurship informational session sponsored by the Small Business Association. As many of you may know, I'm a entrepreneur who is a musician, and that's why I title myself as a music professional, a music business professional. Um, I'm CEO of Periscope, and for many years, Periscope had a brick and mortar building that housed a full studio uh, with equipment and pianos and such. We had offices in the building and a small listening uh, lounge in the building as well. We had a number of artists signed to the label and produced a number of records for these artists. And for a time, it was fun and I guess profitable. But as the music landscape changed and the music business and industry changed, um, from being product to service, uh, we had to reimagine Periscope. And that's what we're in the middle of doing. reimagining what Periscope is um, in the music landscape. So I needed a little inspiration as a business owner. And this was a good stop because I was in a room filled with aspiring new and seasoned Black entrepreneurs and business leaders. The SBA celebrated African American entrepreneurship and not only celebrated it, but had reps from the Urban League, the Melanin Market, and the Black Chamber. And they left us equipped with funding secrets, networking, and collaborative opportunities that I believe uh, is a game changer. So I'm amped. I'm excited about uh, Black ownership, Black business ownership. Again,